After the US captured Venezuelan President Maduro, it has sent warnings to several other nations as well. 3 Latin American nations, in particular, have been called out: Mexico, Colombia, Cuba. During US President Trump's press conference on Saturday, 2 of these nations were explicitly mentioned. Now take a look at what Trump had to say about Colombian President Gustavo Petro.
Well, he has cocaine mills. He has factories where he makes cocaine. And yeah, I think I stick by my first statement. He's making cocaine and they're sending it into the United States. So he does have to watch his...
Trump told Petro to watch out and used similar rhetoric on drug trafficking that the US used to justify the capture of Maduro. Next in the crosshairs was Cuba. Both Trump and the US Secretary of State addressed it.
And I think Cuba is going to be something we'll end up talking about, because Cuba is a failing nation right now, very badly failing nation. And we want to help the people. It's very similar in the sense that we want to help the people in Cuba, but we want to also help the people that were forced out of Cuba and living in this country.
Disaster. Look, if I lived in Havana and I was in the government, I'd be concerned, at least a little bit.
Rubio also made it a point to emphasize that Trump isn't just talk. He warned every nation that Trump means business.
This is a president of action. Like, I don't understand yet how they haven't figured this out. And now, if you don't know, now you know. Because this is the way it's going to play out. And I think people need to understand that this is not a president that just talks and does letters and press conferences. And, you know, if he says he's serious about something, he means it. And this is something that was a direct threat to the national interest of the United States. And the president addressed it.
Another country that the US says is posing a direct threat, again because of drugs, its neighbor in the south, Mexico. Addressing a question about Mexico to the media, Trump said that something is going to have to be done with Mexico, quote unquote. He said that the US had offered to go after the drug cartels in Mexico, but Claudia Sheinbaum, the president, had refused American help. So Trump said that the US had to do something now. 3 more Latin American countries are in America's crosshairs. All of them have put out statements condemning the US operation in Venezuela. They say that it puts regional security at risk. The Cuban president has even called for Latin American people to unite in opposition to the US.
Let's close ranks, people of America. Let's not let the giant of the 7 leagues pass to the power of the United States over Latin America.
The giant of the 7 leagues refers to the US here. Diaz-Canel is referring to a folktale where a giant ogre chases after a hero to capture him. And some in the US are indeed looking to chase and capture even more than just Venezuela. Now, this is a social media post, which was put out by Katie Miller, wife of US presidential advisor Stephen Miller. She put up this post just hours after the press conference in Mar-a-Lago, where Trump confirmed that US will run Venezuela. Katie Miller's post alarmed Denmark, as Greenland is a Danish autonomous territory. The Danish ambassador to the US was quick to respond to Miller's post, saying that Denmark expects full respect for its territorial integrity.